Good morning students and welcome to our e-learning session. And today we are on lecture number 2 for chapter number 9, that is the freedom movement of 1857. One of the interesting, as we know, this is the last chapter for syllables and the SEM 1, but one of the interesting and important chapter to understand. We have started our chapter how the Britisher and how the foreigner came to our country. Yes, and number of point what we have discussed. In class 7th we have talked about the medieval history, and now we are discussing the foreigner who came to our country for the different purpose. Number of point what we have discussed, how the other foreigners who came to in India, how the Europeans, especially for what they came to our country, the French and the Dutches and the Britisher. And ultimately, we talk about the, in real sense, how they got the power, the Britisher. So, two dates. Now we know about the 1757 Battle of Plassey, and we have talked about the 1764, that is a Battle of Buxar. And in real sense we can say Britisher got the power as they got the power to collect the revenue after the Battle of Plassey. So in 1757 in real sense Britisher got the power to rule on us. We got independence in 1947 and we are talking about the 1857 revolt of 1857. So altogether, if we count this, so we will come to know that Britisher rule on us for 190 years, almost 200 years, what we can say. So in this 200 years of their reign or their rule, with their different policies, with their different, they introduce number of reforms, they introduce number of policies, and we know that they use the policy of divide and rule. So 1757 के बैटल ऑफ प्लासी के बाद लोगों को अब समझ में आया that Britishers, they just want to acquire, they just want to collect the wealth from our country and they want to prosperous their country. They were not interested in betterment of our India. अंग्रेजों को कोई भारत का प्रगति, भारत का विकास हो, इसमें कोई रस नहीं था. But they want to collect the tax, they want to collect the revenue, they want to collect the wealth from the country. That was their aim. So by one or another way, by implementation of the different policies, so that was and that was not in the side or that was not for the Indians. इंडियनों के betterment के लिए कुछ भी नहीं था. So people started to oppose it. 1757 से उनकी जो policies रही, अब लोगों के अंदर एक जागरूकता आई. We come together, हम लोगों में unity शुरू हुई और लोगों ने उनका विरोध किया और 100 साल के बाद, right 100 year का स्पान से 1757 बैटल ऑफ प्लासी से लेके 1857, now people start, we awake and first freedom struggle जिसको हम कहते हैं, that is the freedom movement of 1857. और उसके बाद और हमें 90 साल लगे भारत को आजादी दिलाने के लिए. So after battle of Plassey we know Sirajuddaula lost that, and after that in real sense they got the power to collect the tax. Then even we discuss how the trader become the rulers. Though this Britisher was the mere the traders, वो business करने के लिए भारत में आए थे. But what they saw, as we do not have the unity among ourselves, हमारे बीच में unity नहीं थी. So इसका फायदा उठा के उन्होंने हम पे राज्य किया. They apply the different policies, so that we talk about the different life अंदर क्या असर हुई. Then we talk about the subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, and different policies के बारे में हमने बात की. So people thought that now people come to know, the citizen of the countries know that Britishers are not interested for the betterment of our India, betterment of the country. They just want to collect the power, collect the wealth from our country. That was their aim. So after this, really people come together and they fought. Then first freedom movement we consider as the freedom movement of 1857. So nationalism emerged in India due to not only the arrival of the Europeans. Nationalism की एक जो movement थी, हमारी एक जो सोच थी, not only because of the foreigner who came to our country, but it's also their behavior of the policies, behavior and the policies, what they implemented, what they introduced in our country. That was the reason for this freedom struggle. So an important event happened in India in the year of 1857, which became the first in the factor responsible for the consolidating the sentiment of the nationalism in our country. 1857 की जो हमारी सबसे पहले फ्रीडम मूवमेंट हुई, एंड बाय विच लोगों के अंदर एक फ्रीडम मूवमेंट, लोगों के अंदर नेशनलिज्म की एक भावना जागृत हुई. So what was the reason? What were the reason for the outbreak of the revolt of 1857? क्या हुआ था, ऐसा क्या हुआ that the people, Indian citizen, till 1757 से after the battle of Plassey, what was the reason, what was the things happen that now Indian, like we become the conscious and we become the part of this freedom movement. So even few points we have discussed also, so let's discuss few more. So we know the main reason for the revolt of 1857 was the widespread dissatisfaction among the people in the India. Now the people of India was not ready. We were not ready to accept the British rule. Now we understood, now we understood that the Britishers, the policies which are implemented by the Britishers are not in the favor of the country, not in the favor of the Indian. So dissatisfaction of the policies, dissatisfaction from the policies are the main reason. So the main reason for the revolt of 1857 was the widespread dissatisfaction among the people in India due to the suppressive policies of the British adopted to the spread their empire in India. The different policies which was implemented by the Britisher, that was the main reason and the dissatisfaction. So we have talked about the few reason. So first reason was the social and religious reason, and as I said, this is the main reason. What we have talked? Social and religious reasons. So this was the main reason. Now see, as the Britishers were the Christians, so whatever the policies, what was the reform was introduced by the Britisher, now Indian thought they tried to convert us into the Christianity, towards the Christianity. So the policy of social reform by the company made the people feel the insecure and suspicious. Yes, so they felt that the government was trying to convert them to the Christianity. Now we felt that as the reforms and the practices which was implemented and introduced by the government, so people felt that they tried to convert us into the Christians and the Christianity. So and destroy the Indian culture and religions forever. Even the people believe that the Indian social system was deliberately undermined in the railways, military and the jail. A larger section of our society was orthodox at that time. We have our own religion, own tradition, own culture, belief. Yes, so we thought that they are they try to convert us into the Christianity. So most of the part of the section was society was orthodox at that time, and thus the new changes arose dissatisfaction in them. So social and religious reason was the basic and the main reason. Then even the economic reason. इकोनॉमिक रीजन भी थे क्यों ये रिवॉल्ट शुरू हुआ था. सो व्हाट वाज द इकोनॉमिक रीजंस? So the aim of the British was to bring prosperity to England at the cost of India. Anyhow they want to collect the wealth from country, our India, and they want to prosperate their Britain. So as a result, most of the section of Indian society become the impoverished. गरीब से बदतर हालत हो गई. We have learned in chapter 4. Peasants and landlords एक पूरे क्लास बनते गए. खेत मजदूरों की हालत सबसे खराब थी. So in the landlords and peasant having lost their lands participate in the revolt. So those who suffered this economical loss, even they participate in this revolt. See, revolt जो हुआ, फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल हुई, उसमें किसने पार्ट किया, इसकी हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं. पॉलिटिकल, सोशल, रिलीजियस जिनको डिससैटिस्फैक्शन था, दे टुक अ पार्ट. Those who suffer in the economical background, they also part in this. Then we talk about the political reason. Now we know at that time number of states, political. So what was the political reason? Now we know number of rulers who rule at that time. We have learned about the doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance. बहुत सारे अलग अलग पॉलिसीज थी. कैसे भी करके क्या किया था अंग्रेजों ने, राज्यों को हड़प कर लिया था. सो द ईस्ट इंडियन कंपनी एक्वायर्ड द दीवानी राइट, दैट इज द राइट टू द कलेक्शन रेवेन्यू एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ देयर विक्ट्री इन द बैटल ऑफ बक्सर इन 1764, and this was followed by the aggressive policy of expansion with the help of subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, policy of annexation and more diplomacy. This was the diplomacy, pure politics tha. In any situation they want to grab the wealth and the power. So first major unka policy tha divide and rule, doctrine of lapse, annexation policy, subsidiary alliance policy, we have learned. So with this different policies, one or in other way, they captured that state, they captured that ruling area. So Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi and Raja Kunwar Singh of British, who were among the few of the victim of this policies, joined the revolt of regain their territories. तो बहुत सारे राजा जैसे कि रानी लक्ष्मीबाई थी, कुंवर सिंह थे, जिन्होंने अपना राज्य खोया एक या दूसरी पॉलिसी की वजह से, दे कम टुगेदर, वो लोग भी इस रिवॉल्ट का हिस्सा बने. सी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई एंड कुंवर सिंह, यू हैव टू मार्क इट, आई टोल्ड यू. Okay, so Kunwar Singh of Bihar, who were among the few of the victim of this policies, joined the revolt to regain their territories. Landlords and peasants who had lost their land to join to the revolt. जो बड़े जमींदार थे, जो किसान थे, जिन्होंने अपनी जमीन गंवाई, वो लोग भी इस revolt में they joined this revolt. Now what was the fourth reason? Let's talk on it. That is the military. That was the military reason. So fourth reason was the military reason. So fourth reason क्या था? That was the military reason. Now see, the number of British officers and soldiers was very less in the vast country like India. The ratio of the Indian soldier to the British soldier was approximately 6:1. See student, when Britisher came to our country as a trader, as the for the business purpose, then they saw that we do not have unity among ourselves. यूनिटी नहीं देखी तो उन्होंने क्या किया, डिवाइड एंड रूल, और हम पे राज्य करना शुरू किया. ब्रिटिश आर्मी बना दी. अब ब्रिटिश आर्मी में सैनिक कौन थे? हु वर द सोल्जर? इंडियन वर द सोल्जर. एंड व्हाट इज द रेशियो? 6:1. 6 इंडियन सोल्जर के सामने एक ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर था. 6:1. Just think out the ratio. Maximum, who were the soldier in the British army? Indian were the soldier. And the ratio was 6:1. 6 that 1 का ratio था. So, the number of British officer and the soldiers was very less in the vast country like in India. The ratio of the Indian soldier to the British soldier was approximately 6:1. In the military, the higher posts in the military were reserved for the British. अब जो सोल्जर मिलिट्री के अंदर ऑफिसर्स होते हैं, मेजर होते हैं, कैप्टन्स होते हैं, those who are in the higher post, what we consider as in the higher post. So in British army, all the officers were the Britishers. All the officers. So the cadre of the officers cadre were reserved for the Britisher. It was reserved for the Britisher and the soldiers. जो सोल्जर थे वो इंडियंस थे एंड द ऑफिसर्स कैडर वाज द रिजर्व फॉर द ब्रिटिशर्स. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इनजस्टिस ना. सैनिक हमारे और उसका अफसर ब्रिटिशर था. सो दैट वाज ऑल्सो इनजस्टिस. सो व्हाट वी कैन से, द हायर पोस्ट इन द मिलिट्री वर रिजर्व फॉर द ब्रिटिश. द अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ प्रमोशन वॉज वेरी लिमिटेड फॉर द इंडियन सोल्जर्स. नाउ द प्रमोशन, जैसे अगर आप कोई कहीं पे काम कर रहे हैं और अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं तो आपको तनख्वाह बढ़ेगी, आपको प्रमोशन मिलेगा, यू विल गेट अ हायर ग्रेड, हायर पोजीशन. बट दैट वाज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल फॉर द इंडियन सोल्जर. इंडियन सोल्जर लाइफ टाइम एक लास्ट कैडर में ही काम कर रहा था एंड द ऑप्शंस और द अपॉर्चुनिटीज वर ओनली फॉर द ब्रिटिशर. सो दैट वाज द इनजस्टिस. यस, it is an absolute injustice with the Indian soldiers. So the promotion was very limited for the Indian soldier. There was a big difference between the salary of Indian soldier and the British soldier. Now, though Indian soldier was a greater in the number, but the salary, the promotion option and the salary what the Indian soldier was getting is very less in compared to the Britisher. जो तनख्वाह भारतीय सोल्जर को जो दी जाती थी, हु वॉज द पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रिटिश आर्मी ओनली, इट वॉज अ वेरी लेस इन कंपेयर टू द ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर और द ब्रिटिश सोल्जर. सो इन एवरी मैनर दैट वॉज अ इनजस्टिस विद द ब्रिटिश इंडियन सिटीजन. सो दैट वॉज द वन ऑफ द रीजन फॉर दिस रिवॉल्ट. तो हमारे जो ब्रिटिश आर्मी में इंडियन जो काम करते थे, इवन दे ज्वाइंड दिस रिवॉल्ट. So military reason was the important, one of the important reason to outbreak of this 1857 revolt. So the number of British like officers and the soldiers was very less in the vast country like the India. So ratio of the Indian soldier to the British soldier was approximately 6:1, 6:1. In the military, the highest post in the military was reserved for the British. The opportunity of the promotion was very limited for the Indian soldier and there was a big difference between the salary of the Indian soldier and the British soldier. See, now the Indian foot soldier received 7 rupees while the British soldier received 150 rupees for the month. अब 7 rupees किसको मिलते थे? Indian soldier को, whereas Britisher got the 150 rupees of that time. Now see the difference, see the injustice. भारतीय लोग ही ब्रिटिश की सेना में काम कर रहे थे. एक फुट सोल्जर जो पैदल लश्कर का जो इंसान था, जवान था, हिंदुस्तानी को 7 रुपए की सैलरी थी और ब्रिटिशर को 150 रुपीस की सैलरी दी जाती थी. सी द डिफरेंट. कहां 7 रुपया और कहां पे 150 रुपया ऑफ दैट टाइम. सी, so the Indian foot soldier received the 7 rupee while the British soldier received the 150 rupees per month. British soldier considered the Indian soldier to be the low and insignificant. भले ही इंडियन सोल्जर कितना ही अच्छा काम करे पर वो हमेशा उसको नीचा दिखाया जाता था. उसके साथ हमेशा इनजस्टिस किया जाता था. सी दिस इज द प्योर इनजस्टिस व्हाट यू कैन से. 7 rupees and 150, and like you know the officers were the Britisher, so in any condition इंडियन को हमेशा नीचा दिखाया जाता था. The Indian full soldier received the 7 rupee while the British soldier received the 150 rupee per month. The British soldier considered the Indian soldier to be the low and insignificant. हिंदुस्तानियों को खराब तरीके से ट्रीट किया जाता था. As per the religious restriction, the Indian soldier were not allowed to cross the sea, or else the person would be treated as an outcast. अब सी एक यहाँ पे मैं आपको थोड़ा हिंदी में समझाती हूँ. पहले के समय में हिंदू धर्म के अंदर सी को क्रॉस करना मतलब आप अपने देश को बाहर छोड़ के जाओ तो आपको ज्ञाति से बाहर कर दिया जाता था. यू ऑल नो द स्टोरी ऑफ गांधी जी. गांधी जी भाई जब छोटे थे एंड ही वांट्स टू स्टडी द लॉ और उनको ब्रिटेन में जाना था, तो उस वक्त भी पहले के समय में आज से 100-200 साल पहले ये माना जाता था कि कोई व्यक्ति अपना देश छोड़ के जाता है तो उसको ज्ञाति से बाहर कर दिया जाता था. सो वी हैड दैट बिलीफ, रिलीजियस बिलीफ थी हमारी. एंड द सोल्जर्स पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रिटिश आर्मी, तो इंडियन सोल्जर थे तो उनको ब्रिटिशर कंपलसरी देश के बाहर काम करने भेज देते थे. सो दैट वाज द रीजन ऑफ द डिससैटिस्फैक्शन. यस, so what actually was happened that the British soldier considers the Indian soldiers to be the low and insignificant. As per the religious restriction, the Indian soldiers were not allowed to cross the sea. Okay, but else the person would be treated as outcast. अगर कोई सोल्जर, चाहे वो भले नौकरी कर रहा है, सोल्जर है, अगर वो दरिया लांग के मतलब वो शिप में बैठ के दूसरे देश में जाता है तो उसको ज्ञाति से, कास्ट से बाहर कर दिया जाता था. Despite this custom, the Indian soldiers were compelled to cross the sea in order to fight the battle for the British. अब ब्रिटिशरों को ये पता था, हमारी रिलीजियन बिलीफ थी, हमारी एक मान्यता थी, हमारा ये कस्टम था, ट्रेडिशन था. देन ऑल्सो ब्रिटिशर्स क्या करते थे, कंपल्सरी दे सेंड द इंडियन सोल्जर टू अब्रॉड. जानबूझ के हिंदू सैनिकों को, भारतीय सैनिकों को वो दूसरे देशों में भेज रहे थे ब्रिटिशरों के बदले फाइट करने के लिए. So the Indian soldier were not allowed to cross the sea, or else the person would be treated as an outcast. Despite this custom, the Indian soldier were compelled to cross the sea in order to fight the battle for the British. Thus, like other Indians, the soldier too felt that their religion was at stake. अब इसी पॉलिसी के चलते लोगों को, मिलिट्री सोल्जर्स को भी ये लग रहा था दैट ब्रिटिशर intentionally they are harming their religion, custom and belief. And so the soldiers from the British army, those who are the Indians, they joined this outbreak and they joined the revolt of 1815-7. So thus, like other Indians, the soldier too felt their religion was at the stake. The soldier, being a part of the Indian society, shared the same sentiments of the grief, सस्पिशन एंड द एंगर एज अदर डिड. सभी उस समय के लोगों में 1857 के जो बहुत सारे रीजन हमने पढ़े, उसमें ये जो मिलिट्री के जवान थे उन लोगों ने भी दे टुक अ पार्ट इन दिस रिवोल्ट एज दे फेल्ट दैट इज अ डेंजर. द सेम sentiments of the grief, suspicions and the anger as the other did. And so the soldier also joined this revolt of 1815-7. So reason for the outbreak of the revolt, reason क्या थे? Social and religious reason थे, economical reason थे, military reason. So in the military reason, this was the reason why the military persons joined this revolt. Okay, अब ये सब था, but what was the immediate reason? ऐसा क्या हुआ? ये तो 1757 से थे. After the battle of Plassey, they got this. 1857 में ऐसा क्या हुआ? What was the immediate reason for the outbreak of this revolt? So let's talk on this. So the immediate reason, So see, this is the important point. So let's talk on it. What was the immediate reason for the outbreak of the revolt of 1857? Immediate reasons. So what were the immediate reason for the outbreak of 1857 revolt? See, there was a various reason for the rising anger, discontentment among the people towards the British rule. In January 1857, अब देखो क्या हुआ. In January 1857, a new rifle, Enfield rifle was introduced in the Indian Army. अब एनफील्ड राइफल है ना जो, एनफील्ड राइफल इंट्रोड्यूस हुई इंडियन आर्मी में. इंडियन आर्मी मतलब सोल्जर्स को एक प्रकार की एक राइफल दी गई. यू ऑल नो अबाउट AK-47 एंड AK-57 एंड दैट 46, 57 and that. So there were various reasons for the rising anger, discontentment among the people towards the British rule. In January 1857, a new rifle, Enfield rifle, was introduced in the Indian Army. The cartridge of this rifle had to be beaten off before being used. अब see, let me explain few part in Hindi. अब ये जो एनफील्ड राइफल थी, उसकी जो कार्टेज थी, उसकी जो गोली के ऊपर कार्टेज जो थी, कारतूस, उसको यूज करने से पहले, गोली को यूज करने से पहले उसको मुंह से खोलना पड़ता था. कार्टेज वॉज टू बीटन बाय एंड बीटन ऑफ बिफोर द बीइंग द यूज. गोली के ऊपर एक कार्टेज आती थी, उसको निकालने के लिए पहले उसको मुंह से उसका शेल खोलना पड़ता था. ओके, एंड दिस कार्टेज वॉज ग्रीस्ड विद द फैट ऑफ काउ एंड पिग. इसके जो ऊपर एक लेयर लगाया जाता था. सो द कार्टेज वॉज ग्रीस्ड. किससे वो बनता था? फैट ऑफ काउ एंड पिग. अब इसका जो एक बात है, काउ एंड पिग, किसकी फैट? फैट ऑफ काउ एंड पिग. कार्ट्रिज जो थी वो फैट ऑफ काउ एंड पिग. नाउ सी, वी ऑल आर हिंदूज, दोस हु आर हिंदू, तो हम गाय को क्या मानते हैं? कहते हैं गौ माता, मां का रूप मानते हैं. यस, एंड पिग, दोस हु आर द मुस्लिम्स, इस्लाम रिलीजन से है, वो इसको हराम मानते हैं. दो दे ईट ऑल टाइप ऑफ नॉन वेजिटेरियन फूड बट दे विल नॉट ईट द पोर्क. पिग को नहीं खाते. और हिंदू कोई भी नॉन वेज खाता है बट ही नेवर ईट द बीफ. गाय के मांस को क्या कहा जाता है? बीफ. एंड पिग के मांस को क्या कहा जाता है? पोर्क. सो ना कोई पोर्क खाता था, ना बीफ. ना हिंदू उसको टच करता, ना मुस्लिम. अब सोल्जर थे इंडियन, सो आइदर दे विल हिंदू और मुस्लिम्स. क्रिश्चियनिटी तो बहुत कम थी उस वक्त. सो अब ये लोगों को, हमारे सोल्जरों को कंपलसरी कर दिया गया, as they have to use the Enfield rifle. Before they use Enfield rifle, they have to remove the cartridge. कार्ट्रिज को रिमूव करने के लिए they have to beaten off. उसको मुंह से खोलना पड़ता था. सो उसको किस में ग्रीस किया जाता था? फैट ऑफ काव एंड पिग. सो ये एक हमारा सेंटिमेंट है. एज अ हिंदू, आई विल नेवर टच द बीफ, एंड बीइंग एज अ मुस्लिम, आई नेवर ईट द पोर्क. सो अल्टीमेटली जानबूझ के अंग्रेजों को यह पता था कि हिंदुओं के लिए गाय माता है, मुसलमानों के लिए पोर्क हराम है, पिग हराम है, तो भी जानबूझ के इसको ग्रीस किया जाता था. सो दिस कार्ट्रिज was the grease with the fat of cow and pig. For the Hindus the beef and the Muslim the pork was prohibited by their religion. अब हमारा हिंदू धर्म के अंदर गाय का मांस कभी नहीं खाया जाता, गौ हत्या मानी जाती है. एंड इन इस्लाम पोर्क इज प्रोहिबिटेड. So hence they felt that the British were deliberately trying to discanty their religion. और अब सोल्जर्स ऐसा मानने लगे कि जानबूझ के अंग्रेज they trying to convert them into the Christianity, and जानबूझ के वो हिंदू और अपने धर्म से हमें दूर कर रहे हैं. So the response to their complaints, the same regard, was not satisfactory. Hence, 19th Battalion of Barakpur was the first to refuse to use the cartridge. अब ये underline कर दो. 19th Battalion of the Barakpur was the first to refuse the use of cartridge. अब सबसे पहले बरकपुर के जो कार्ट्रिज 19th बटालियन थी, तो ब्रिटिशरों की बहुत सारी बटालियन होती है, आज भी आर्मी में होती है, अलग अलग एरिया में अलग अलग ग्रुप होते हैं, बटालियन जिसको कहा जाता है. तो सबसे पहले बरकपुर की जो बटालियन थी 19th बटालियन, दे रिफ्यूज द यूज ऑफ एनफील्ड राइफल. एज अ रिजल्ट द एंटायर बटालियन वॉज डिसबैंडेड. और क्योंकि लोगों ने, इंडियन सोल्जर ने एनफील्ड राइफल की यूज करने से मना कर दिया और पूरी बटालियन को डिसबैंड कर दिया गया, निकाल दिया गया था. सो ये सबसे पहला इमीडिएट रीजन था. सी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड अगेन. जनवरी के मंथ में इन 1857, हम इमीडिएट रीजन की बात कर रहे हैं. इन मंथ ऑफ जनवरी 1857 को क्या हुआ, ब्रिटिशरों ने आर्मी में क्या इंट्रोड्यूस किया, एनफील्ड राइफल. अब ये राइफल क्या थी, उसका जो कार्ट्रिज था, दैट वाज ग्रीस इन द फैट ऑफ काव एंड पिग. नाउ रिलीजियसली हिंदू बिलीव दैट द काव इज काव एंड मुस्लिम्स पिग. दोनों ही बीफ और पॉर्क दोनों ही प्रोहिबिटेड है अकॉर्डिंग टू द हिंदू रिलीजन एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द मुस्लिम एंड द इस्लाम रिलीजन. बट ब्रिटिशर्स जानबूझ के ये कर रहे थे. ओके, सो हमारे जो मिलिट्री पर्सन्स थे, द सोल्जर्स फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश आर्मी, बट दोस हु आर द इंडियंस, वी नो द रेशियो वाज 6:1. Most of the Indian soldiers say. So they denied the use of this Enfield rifle. And who denied the first? 19th Battalion of the Barakpur was the first to refuse the use of the Enfield rifle. And as a result, the entire battalion was disbanded. अब इसके चलते सबसे पहले 19th Battalion of Barakpur ने इसको रिफ्यूज किया था यूज करना, एंड दैट वाज द इमीडिएट रीजन. सो व्हाट वाज द इमीडिएट रीजन? इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ एनफील्ड राइफल. एनफील्ड राइफल जो थी, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट एंड द इमीडिएट रीजन फॉर द आउटब्रेक ऑफ द, as we are talking now about the immediate reason. So what was the immediate reason? Introduction of the Enfield rifle. When? In the January 1857. And as it is a graze with the fat of cow and pig, and beef and pork is prohibited in Hinduism, in the Hindu religion and in the Islam. So soldiers, our Indian soldier denied, they refused the use of the Enfield rifle. And who refused it first? 19th Battalion of Barakpur was the first to refuse the use. See, फिर से एक बार समझ लीजिए. There were the various reasons for the rising anger and discontent among the people towards the British. In January 1857, a new rifle, Enfield rifle, was introduced in the Indian Army. The cartridge of this rifle had to be bitten off before being the use. This cartridge was greased with the fat of cow and pig. For the Hindus, the beef, and for the Muslim, the pork was prohibited by their religion. Hence, they felt that the British were deliberately trying to scantify their religion. The response to their complaint in the same regard was not satisfactory. अब हमारे सैनिकों ने उसका विरोध किया, अपने अफसरों को बोला, अंग्रेज अफसरों को बोला कि we will not going to touch, as गाय माता है, पवित्र माना जाता है, and in Islam pork is prohibited, so we will not going to use it. Please do not use the grease and do not grease it with the fat of cow and pig. But they denied. उनको satisfaction नहीं मिला. So the response to their complaint in the same regard was not satisfactory. Hence, the 19th Battalion of Barakpur was the first to refuse the use of the cartridge. As a result, the entire battalion was disbanded. So that was the immediate reason to outbreak of the revolt of 1857. Immediate reason क्या था? Enfield rifle, introduction of Enfield rifle. Now, see student, in next lecture we will continue the same, and we will going to talk about the planning of the revolt and the Mangal Pandey. Then we will going to talk about the spread of the revolt of its leader and number of point. Okay. So before we ending up this, please write the homework. See homework. Please write the homework. What was immediate reason for outbreak of 1857 revolt? What was the immediate reason for outbreak of 1857 revolt? And okay, this will be the first only one question, and this is a long question. So what was the immediate reason for outbreak of the revolt 1857? यहाँ पे आप शॉर्ट नोट के रूप में भी लिख सकते हैं, और यू कैन राइट इन अ manner of long question answer. So what was the immediate reason for outbreak of 1857 revolt? This is your homework for the day. So whatever point we have discussed till now are clear, and please read the lesson. So we will continue with the same topic and same chapter in next lecture. Till then, thank you, goodbye, and have a nice day.